is up to 8. After the touchdown, the LSU Tigers kick team out there to send this one away. This fielded at the 2.
Let's go.
Out is the Oklahoma offense, ready for their next drive. Off play action. Fulton. He's got his tight end on the corner route. It's complete. And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. A good pickup there, 21 yards. The big play to start him out. Has him at the 45 already. Off the play fake. Fulton. He's going to float this one deep right side. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's second down. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Off play action. Fulton. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off near the 42. First and 10, LSU. And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down. After one, 14-6 our score on EA Sports. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's third down. The offense on third down tonight, they've been okay. 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 9. He's got his man on the crossing route. And he'll be brought down with the first down and a late flag here too. And he may get a few more tacked on for good measure. So that flag will cost him 15.
And it doesn't matter anymore how you get the face mask. Any part of it, that's going to be 15 yards.
And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. But when this ball's tipped and intercepted, able to get there and pick it. And put it on the board. It's 6, a touchdown.
You see me up here? That's right.
So from one end zone all the way to the other. Talk about a turnaround.
And how about the excitement that play generates for his team? Not just the points on the board, but the momentum and taking it from coast to coast, end zone to end zone. What a tremendous play. Now get that man an oxygen tank.
That's your boy Old Mo. You said momentum, right?
Old Mo, I think he's kind of limping across at the end because of that distance, but he made it.
This is taken at his 4. Runs through the contact. And he's going to be out of bounds. Here's the run back. We'll leave him shy of the 20-yard line. The Tiger offense ready to get after it one more time. But Charles, so much of this offense the last few years centering around the combination of Marcus Washington and Isaiah Streets. Streets saying Washington's like a second brother to him. And, of course, many know the story. Isaiah's older brother, Ezekiel, tremendous athlete in his own right, but lost too soon to leukemia a year ago next week at the age of 20.
And that is really a gut-wrenching story, as you know. And you look back at their high school days right here in Texas, just outside of Houston. Zeke was the star quarterback, a 4-year start.
Now the pressure comes and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9. And now maybe they want some extra time to talk about this third and long play as we'll get a timeout. He'll get this to Streets on the crossing route. When prepping for this semifinal matchup, we went back and saw all the tape on Isaiah Streets throughout the year. And no matter who you talk with around the game, they say Isaiah Streets, what's so impressive, his route running ability. So much discipline, so much precision on the cuts. Not only that, but you sit down with him and you find out what an impressive young man he is. For the amount of talent that he has and all the stars and accolades by his name, incredibly grounded, just a remarkable young man. They go play action here on first down. It's caught inside the 25. A big play there. 41 yards. What a first half this has been offensively. I mean, defensively, what do you do when you're getting torched like this?
Well, these receivers are absolutely wearing them out. So two thoughts come to mind. One,
and he will take this in. Touchdown, LSU. Chase Guillory with his second touchdown here in this first half. And LSU adds on to their advantage. Solid response that time by a young quarterback. Last drive, interception. This drive, the touchdown pass.
I like how you described it, solid, because you don't get extra kudos for bouncing back if you're going to be a big-time quarterback. You're supposed to do that. But at the same time, when you're a rookie, that's not...
Now a hit and a loose football. And this is picked up by the defense. So a teammate picking him up there, that was nearly disaster.
And the way that you coach these things, you want to make sure you have eyes towards the return guy because you want to make sure that the catch is secured. A lot of teams do that. They have at least one guy. Okay, you're responsible for making sure he secures the catch. He's not always the one that makes the recovery, but he can always sound out the alarm. Hey, ball's on the ground. We've got to get it back.
So now they'll come up on 2nd and 10, once again from the 28. And he'll be brought down at about the 25 after a pickup of 4.
That second down play call was not to pick up the first down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable third down because they had incompletion on first down, so they were behind the sticks.
And that is caught. It's an LSU touchdown. C.J. Trahan there to make the grab. And LSU adds on to their advantage. So a blistering start to this first half. We wondered how this young quarterback would handle the pressure, and there is a lot of pressure. Well, how about 3 first-half touchdown passes? Point after, right down the middle. And that could be important as that makes this a 16-point lead. After the touchdown, the LSU Tigers kick team out there to send this one away. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. The Sooner offense back out, ready for their next possession. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. Now a deep ball there on 2nd down, but it'll wind up incomplete.
And attempted a deep ball there. They didn't get it. But, boy, they're going to need a few of those to actually hit in order to get back into this game.
Good thing they do have a little bit of time here still left in the contest. Decent-sized deficit, but not one that they can't manage. Now the movement there coming from the middle of the line.
And you understand he wants to get off the ball quickly, but the ball's right in front of him. He has to watch it move first.
On 3rd down, it's Griffin, and he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. Tough sledding. They lose a yard there on 3rd. Now Oklahoma's punter out there getting set as he's on to punt for the first time tonight. This is taken at the 18. Oh, able to avoid him. We'll call that a punt of 54 yards. Well struck. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs.
I can't believe they let you play. I can't believe they even let you play.
On 1st down, Powell got his man complete over the middle. It's Brooks. And they work this well upfield across the 45. An ideal beginning of the drive there as they'll get 20 and a first down.
He continues to make plays, and he looks terrific out there right now. But what I really liked, the way he's controlled this huddle, playing with a lot of confidence and that confidence has been transmitted to the rest of the team.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him,
nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Well, maybe that can give him a little bit of a pick-me-up, a little bit of a jolt. One of the few things that's gone right defensively.
Because other than that, it's really been a first half to forget. Throwing on third and long. Powell is going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
Definitely worth taking another deep shot here. He's already found the end zone twice here in the first half.
Yeah, go back to that same well. They've had trouble containing him, but able to contain him on that play. And this offense has converted twice already here in this first half on fourth down conversions. And here we go again. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. So they saw the contact before the ball arrived. Penalty flag for pass interference.
And trying to avoid pass interference is so difficult. You're trying to slow down these skilled receivers, and somehow, some way, they make plays on the football, and sometimes you're there too soon.
Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete. From the 21, it's 2nd and 10. 2nd and 10. And that is caught. It's an LSU touchdown. Isaiah Streets there to make the grab. And LSU adds on to their advantage. Extra point right down the middle. Well, when we were setting up and going over our run-throughs early this afternoon, and I'm talking 6 hours before kickoff, we saw Isaiah Streets out there alone with just his young quarterback and center going through all sorts of different routes, making sure that they had everything ironed out, and it pays off there on the touchdown throw. Out is the Oklahoma offense ready for their next drive. And you're under a minute to go in the half, a first half that hasn't been particularly kind to you. How do you think they'll play this?
Well, I think the smart approach is to run out the clock, lick your wounds at the half, and see if you can come up with a strategy to play better in the second. But there's also something to challenging your offense right here. You know, hey, guys, you help dig this hole. See if you can get us out of it a little bit before the half runs out. Let's go make some plays.
They'll keep it on the ground again here. LSU fans saying, Marcus who? They lead big as we reach halftime.
Let's go.
Hey, kid. Just checking in with you. How do you feel about the first half?
That's how we're playing. Let's go.
We had a great first half. We keep doing what we're doing, we might win this thing.
There's a lot of we's in that sentence. It's a good thing to recognize your teammates, but you remember, you're leading the charge tonight, all right? So get out there and let's put this thing away. Second half. Let's go.
Hey.
Coach.
Really good job out there in the first half. I should have trusted you more. That's on me.
I'm over it. All that matters is the win.
All right. Can you handle it if I open up the playbook a little bit in the second half?
Let's do it.
Let's get him.
Thanks, Coach.
All right.
The winner goes on, the loser goes home as we start the second half in this semifinal matchup from Arlington. This is fielded at the goal line. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. The Sooner offense back out, ready for their next possession. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what it... Nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back, because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, the teammate is able to come up with the ball. And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
It's complete. It's Gore. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. A big gain of 31 on third down. Oklahoma now with a 1st and 10. From the gun, Fulton. He's got Gore. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. This gain not quite as good as the last, but still over 40 yards between the two. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. That's into the hands of Edwards. Just a yard on the catch there. It'll be 2nd and 9. Oklahoma, such a proud football tradition, seeking their 8th national title. They were winners 3 times way back in the 50s, back-to-back champs in the 70s, and then added titles in 85 and in the year 2000, but they haven't won it since. A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Operating from the gun, Fulton. That one into the hands of Kane. And finally, down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Here are the Sooners now, 1st and goal. On the ground, it's Gold. And this is going to result in losing yardage. They're driven back to the 8-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on 1st down. It's 2nd and goal, back to the 8-yard line now. Fulton sets to pass it. This will be caught at about the 5. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Sooner touchdown. From 8 yards out. And his guys are able to cut into that deficit. Obviously, the scoreboard right now is not the friend of this rookie quarterback, but in trouble, and he'll go down back at the 12. So tried to throw it in for 2 points, but the D got home, brought him down.
Yeah, got home, which means there had to be good coverage. Just had nowhere to go with the ball. Typically, you try and throw quick hitters, quick slants, maybe even a quick fade. Nothing was open. He ends up getting sacked.
Get ready, get ready, get ready.
The Tiger offense ready to get after it one more time. On 1st and 10, Powell nowhere to escape, and he goes down. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go. There's some secondary help here for the defense in the nickel on 3rd and long. Looking to throw. Powell. And he finds a man with a crossing route. And he's going to be brought down by the face mask. Here come the flags. This is going to get him a 1st down. So they'll take the yardage and tack on 15 more for the face mask.
Talk about a play that absolutely costs you in the end. Just trying to do your job, right? Trying to get him on the ground. Next thing you know, they'll march off another 15 against your squad.
Back to throw. Powell. This one complete to Streets. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. A good pickup there of 20 yards. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Powell. He'll let this go for the end zone. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on 1st down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on 1st down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw.
And down he goes. They sack him back right around the 41-yard line.
Well, partner, we know they came out of the locker room down on the scoreboard. That will guarantee you the defensive side of the ball got super emotional. They can come out and play with aggressiveness, with fury, because they don't have to be quite as precise, and it paid off for them on that play, didn't it?
Sure did. Excellent play, really setting the tone for this third quarter. On fourth down, Powell. He'll take a shot for the end zone, and that is caught. It's an LSU touchdown. C.J. Trahan, his second touchdown of the night, and LSU adds on to their advantage. Back to throw, Powell, and that's going to be knocked away in the end zone. It's incomplete. Protection was great. He had time to set up a campsite, but in the secondary, though, they were ready.
And I think that in most places on the
from the gun, Powell, and that is caught. It's an LSU touchdown. Chase Guillory there to make the grab. And his guys capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6. I don't know what else to say at this point. Just an unbelievable performance. 6 touchdown passes now. You think about this being a guy who held a clipboard for 4 years, never played, didn't take a snap. And in this game, he couldn't have played any better if he had started 50 games. He's just been on point all game long. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. Out is the Oklahoma offense ready for their next drive. They have been struggling. I would imagine at halftime they went through some possible changes. Well, those changes aren't working, so now where do you go?
I think that now it's much more in their head. And what I mean by that is just what you said. You've gone over the changes. I bet they were pretty clinical at the half, not too emotional. They might need to go to the emotional side because you've got to find something, some spark somewhere. And so far, just being calm hasn't exactly worked.
They need any spark at this point. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. They'll wind up losing 4 yards on the play, and they're going to have a third down. Now Fulton.
That play was well covered, just tried to check it down. Unfortunately, not able to find any yardage on that one.
The completion there winds up a wash, and it'll bring up fourth down. Now the old pass completion for no gain, not something you want to call up out of the playbook too often.
Yeah, most offensive coordinators don't have that on their play sheet, so they've got to go back and scramble after this one. But right now, with what they're telling receivers about making sure you take care of the ball in open field, sometimes the fighting for extra yardage doesn't come as a result. That and good tackling can lead to no yards gained. So they wound up passing on a long field goal try, but that works out for them really well. That one's down inside the 5-yard line.
And it's risky because your punter, if he puts it in the end zone, the net result not worth it, but there, I think worth it. This LSU squad has been sensational. A championship game appearance squarely in their sights as they come up on 1st and 10. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's second down. 2nd and 11. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. And he's got his man on the out route. And he'll go out of bounds after getting this across the 15. A gain of 13. It's a first down. LSU with a 1st and 10. He's got a first down past the 30. And he'll get this all the way up to the 42-yard line. That time they pick up a 24 yards on the keeper. First down. Throwing on first down. Powell. And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete. A good gain of 14 there, and it moves the chains. So, Charles, let's look ahead. This is the first of 2 semifinals on this night, so we don't know the opponent yet, but you'd have to think that the road will get tougher from here.
I'd have to agree with that because now there's going to be film, and they'll game plan for him. But you look at our quarterback, he's had everything go his way so far, and as you just stated, no guarantees this continues on January the 7th, so we'll pump the brakes a little bit, but let's give credit where credit's due. In this ball game, he's been magnificent.
Now the throw here complete on the right sideline. 23 yards the pickup there. Again, the underlying story here, no snaps in 4 years. And it seems kind of hard to believe. You almost wonder if there's some type of lingering animosity between quarterback and coach, because there certainly have been a few of those 56-7 type games over the last few years. But much like the Patriots in the NFL, where you see Tom Brady take almost every snap, even at his age, that was the case with Marcus Washington. They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete. Isaiah Street's the intended target, and it's 3rd and 5. Looking to throw. Powell. And that will be incomplete as well.
I think that was a good job there defensively. They did allow them to drive all the way downfield, but once they got their backs to the goal line, they really turned up the pressure.
Yeah, they let them get all the way down here. Now the field shrinks. They've struggled to convert, and that last incompletion brings up 4th. Some collective exhales over there on the sideline. A big pickup through the air on 4th down to bring up 1st and goal. There's so much made about the fact that we've got a quarterback who's never seen the field in a college football game, but if you go back to his high school days, he's played in front of crowds. Maybe not quite this size, but it wasn't abnormal for them to have 15,000, 20,000 people in the stands at his high school games. And the numbers from his senior year as a prepster, impressive. Led his team to a 14-0 record, threw for close to 4,700 yards, 37 touchdowns, just 4 interceptions, and he also chipped in 11 rushing touchdowns to boot. So it's not as if this guy doesn't know what he's doing out there under center. This has been a long drive. You got to figure a field goal would be a letdown. Can they convert now on 3rd and goal? And not even back to the line of scrimmage this time as they're on him quickly once more. The offense stays out there. A big challenge here from this far. And this is going to be intercepted. Snags it for the pick. First week of the preseason, probably not the pass, the impression that the rookie wants to leave right there.
Yeah, no probably about it, because that's not what you want to do to try and impress your new coaching staff, try to impress your locker room, and most importantly, yourself. Probably spent all night last night saying, don't throw an interception early. Make sure you take care of the football. Well, now he's got it out of the way. Hopefully he can just settle in and move on.
Here's Fulton to throw. And for a 3rd time tonight, he's intercepted. Picked off at the 28. And he will have a touchdown.
That was an interception, but on the field, the guys who are picking it off, they're not saying that. What word are they using? It's Oski. And that means catch the ball and go the other way.
That's your vernacular. I've never heard anybody say Oski.
Ask around.
So thanks to, if you can believe it, 6 touchdown passes in the first college start for their senior quarterback, the LSU Tigers are moving on to play for a national championship on Monday, January 7th.
I'm really proud of you.
Thank you, sir.